In the 1941 classic Custer movie, They Died with Their Boots On, starring Errol Flynn, a character known as Queen's Own Butler introduces Custer to the Irish drinking song Garry Owen. Custer makes this the regimental song to boost morale and esprit de corps as he whips his men into shape. While Garry Owen did indeed become the marching song of the Seventh Cavalry, like much else in the movie, the historical record was mangled by Hollywood. The song emerged during the late 18th century as a drinking song. It was adopted as the song of the 5th Royal Irish Regiment of Dragoons and was introduced to the 7th Cavalry by Captain Miles Kehoe, an Irishman who had served in the American Civil War and joined the 7th Cavalry in 1866. Kehoe had relatives in the British Army and had been brought up hearing the song. The character of Lieutenant Queen's Own Butler, an Englishman, is a composite of two real-life officers of the 7th Cavalry who came from the British Empire and fought in the American Civil War, Captain Miles Kehoe and Lieutenant William W. Cooke, a Canadian who was the regimental adjutant and was known as Queen's Own Cooke. Cooke was known for his long side whiskers that he always wore. Cooke was awarded a brevet promotion to captain, major, and lieutenant colonel for his bravery during the Civil War. He joined the regular army after the war, was made a second lieutenant in the 7th Cavalry in 1866. In 1868, he participated in the Washita campaign. At the Battle of the Washita, Cooke, one of the best shots in the regiment, commanded 40 sharpshooters. Cooke's men hid themselves on the northern side of the river and shot down Cheyenne, fleeing Custer's charge. Chief Blackkettle and his wife, Medicine Woman Later, were killed by Cooke's sharpshooters. In 1871, Cooke became the regimental adjutant, reporting to Custer. Cooke became a close friend of Tom Custer and became part of what was known as the Custer Gang, a close-knit group of Custer's friends and relatives. The anti-Custer faction within the regiment, including Captain Frederick Benteen and Major Marcus Reno, began calling him the Queen's Own. On the day of battle at the Little Bighorn on June the 25th, 1876, Cooke was by the side of George Armstrong Custer. He is remembered for writing Custer's final order to Captain Benteen, "Come on, big village, be quick, bring packs, W. W. Cooke. P.S. Bring packs." Cooke died alongside Custer. He was scalped twice, the second trophy being his side whiskers. The Cheyenne warrior Wooden Leg claimed to have scalped the whiskers from one side of Cooke's face. He gave this trophy to his grandmother, who didn't think much of it and discarded it in 2 days. William Cooke was initially quickly buried on the battlefield. In August 1877, his family had his remains reburied at the Hamilton Cemetery in Hamilton, Ontario. Custer's last message, written down by Lieutenant Cooke, is now preserved in the library of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.